I'm gonna do better.
Huh?
I'm gonna do better.
You got that on camera. That's a lot of bourbon.
I'm gonna do better. I'm John.
Hi, I'm Kaya.
Southside Sippers.
We've got our February haul, and we're over here unloading. And he's looking at me. I haven't even said anything, and he's looking at me and just like, I'm gonna do better.
I could see it in her eyes.
Some of these are in boxes. He's got a surprise over there, so I'm trying not to super hyper focus on how many bottles here are. But
I just honestly, I didn't realize this. I did not realize this.
How many you bought?
Yes.
For you to say you've overdone it, I'm like starting to get heart palpitations.
Well, so here's the thing.
Nope.
I am in awe in February. Okay, in February. February is supposed to be a down month.
Mm-hmm.
And in February, not one, not two, but 3 unicorns.
You're kidding. Well, that might justify 3 of those bottles over there, but not the other, like, 10. Let's start pulling them out. Let's see what you got. I'm excited, and I promise not to have a heart attack over here about how much you bought.
I'm gonna be sleeping on the couch tonight. Okay. I mean, let's start February 1.
Okay.
Kaya kind of alluded to this. I would have loved for her to be there, but we had to divide and conquer. Payless's bourbon event that they pushed off, happened February 1st. Mm-hmm. So I sat in line. I got there pretty early. Glenn got there earlier than I did. I was lucky enough that I was able to go to the back room. And I am surprised I left Payless, because we've been to Payless, the 2 of us,
mm-hmm.
and we've left with boxes
of
bourbon, and I left with 1 bottle.
Yes, I have a theory.
What's that theory?
He was on the phone with me. You're like, should I buy this? Should I buy this? And I'm like, no. However, I was starting to get nervous at the end of that, because I'm like, he sat up there for, 4 hours before it opened? In the freezing cold, toes freezing. Although it looked like you had fun. People were passing bourbon around in the line. It's like a tailgate.
It was a great time.
But I started stressing. I'm like, oh, he didn't sit in the cold for 4 hours and not buy a single thing. And I hear him on the phone, and they say, draw a ticket. And John's like, no, you just draw the ticket for me. And they drew him a ticket. He got to go to the back room. So I've never been to the back room of a liquor store, but to be on the other end of the phone was still very exciting for me. Yeah. And what was back there?
So I'll go back a little bit. My goal was to film some of it.
Oh.
And so I walked. There's what would you call it? Like a flea market next door to Payless, and they were saying the bathrooms are open for us to use. I walked to the bathroom. And I was walking back, and I got my phone out, and I started recording just to try to show the sheer line. And I was going to start, just do something. And then I see the line moving, and I was like, oh, crap, I got to go. And I had to just stop it. So I didn't really, there's no point in showing the video because it wasn't that great because everyone's moving. And I'm like, I've got my bag, I've got my chair, and I don't want people to be waiting on me. So, my apologies, I didn't get a video of it.
I'll get you like a GoPro for next time.
I will try to be better next time. So, but I'm in the back room, and I'm at the tail end of the line, I would say. And so there's not as many things to choose from. And I'm looking, and there's a basket. They're all baskets. A basket of one of the Wellers, like a 12-year or foolproof or something like that. They had like 3 baskets of the 4 Roses LE, okay, which that was a little tough. And I'm telling Kaya this, and then I'm like, I'm like, there's this. Oh, there's a birthday bourbon, and then and she's like, whoa, and she's like, what was that? I'm like, they have a birthday bourbon, and she's like, well, that's what you're getting. I was like, but Kaya, there's this other one. You guys tell me if if I chose wrong. But Kaya pretty much alluded, I was not allowed to come home unless I got this basket. She's like, if you don't have the birthday bourbon, don't bother coming home. Okay. So, and her dad was there too. And when I walked out to the parking lot, I told him what I got and I told him what I left, and he's like, what did you do? Taylor 4-grain. Never seen it. Maybe heard of it, but it's like Kaiser Soze. You never see it. So he's like, you're an idiot. That bottle never is around.
I also heard him on the phone talking to the liquor store attendant, and he was humming and hawing between the birthday bourbon and this 4-grain. And the liquor guy was like, you've not seen the 4-grain? Like, he made it sound like you could find it places. Like, it wasn't that hard to find. And in my defense, we have been looking for a bottle of birthday bourbon for how many years?
Yeah.
So now that we have this unicorn,
oh man,
you have my full permission.
Could have dropped that.
Yeah, better not. To look for the 4-grain, about one unicorn at a time.
So
it's an interesting little basket. How did you even see that in there?
I have laser eyes.
When it comes to bourbon, yes, you do.
All right, sorry this is loud, but this has been in the box since February 1st. She has never even seen this.
Nope.
Like, I carried it in the box. I didn't even tell her I was coming in, and it went straight to the back room, my back room. And it's been sitting there, just hanging out.
I just want to see the bottle. She's not letting me open it today. We've already had that argument.
Oh, man, she was mad. So it's not last year's birthday bourbon. It is from 2015.
2015? Oh, wait. Bottling 2015, barreled in 2003.
Yep.
Okay.
So it's a 12-year.
Such a weird little bottle.
So yeah, she was pretty mad that I told her we weren't opening that today, and pretty much was like, so we've just bought a bottle and we're never going to open. And I said, no, we're going to open it. I have plans. So,
yay! First unicorn of the month. What else?
Birthday bourbon. And
oh
then
my gosh! Look at this.
They give you
a little tiny Willet bottle. That is awesome.
They gave us some shooters.
That's funny. Okay, we've got a Buffalo Trace.
I've never seen an old Forester 86 like that.
These are plastic. Is that plastic? No, that's glass.
That's glass.
Jim Beam Black, extra aged.
Extra aged.
And then we've got 2 Four Roses, a small batch select. These are also glass bottles, and a small batch. So that's kind of fun.
And look, you got a new basket you can repurpose for something.
Yes, a white plastic basket. I'm so excited.
You love baskets.
I do. I like baskets
as
as
much. Is that like a shirt, or what is under there? It'd be funny if it was like a used shirt.
Oh my gosh! I should have you pull it out.
Oh, it is a used shirt.
It is a shirt. What?
It would have been really funny if it was
Jim Beam.
Oh, Jim Beam. It would have been great if it was Old Forester.
Oh my gosh! It's basketball and it's Indiana and it's red. It says "Make History."
Does it say? It better not say Hoosiers.
Dribble, pointer, alley oop, layup, win, dribble. No, it doesn't say anything Indiana basketball themed. It's a tiny T-shirt. Extra large. It's got to be a kid's shirt.
Well,
maybe one of our kiddos.
We should.
Maybe stretch it out.
I'm pretty sure that's been used.
Yeah? You smell it?
No!
You smell it?
No! Get out of here.
All right. Well, I'm glad you even saw. I didn't even see the T-shirt in that.
Well, I thought maybe it was just something to keep that safe, but...
Well, I'm sure it probably was.
Interesting.
Repurposed a T-shirt. I don't know. Did you look inside? Maybe there's like a golden ticket or something in there.
I didn't look. So sorry, this big reveal for this bottle, but...
pretty excited. We're pretty excited.
We have been on the hunt for a birthday bourbon for quite some time.
This might be one of the ones that's just like, I mean, yes, we will open it and we drink it. There's nothing we don't own and don't drink, but I don't know. Like to just kind of polish off a bourbon collection, you almost kind of have to have at least a bottle. I don't know.
Well,
Feel
we're
free to
hoping.
leave a comment on that because some of the birthday bourbon we've tried, it's been meh.
It's been 23 was
really good.
No, 24 was really good. 23
we didn't like. That's
we
right.
didn't care for that much. We tried a sample at that one liquor store in Louisville. So if you've had 15, let us know. Is it good? So there's that big reveal. I'm going to start moving things along.
Please comment because I don't know if he'll ever let me open this.
We are opening it. I already told her it's a special occasion, and you know what? I'll tell you now.
No.
No? Okay. No, she's not gonna let me tell you. All right. Next bottle. I got a backup because she wanted a backup.
So good.
Hard Truth Maple Brulee. Oh God, it's
really, really good.
It's so good.
I'm not a huge maple fan, but the maple in this is very
I don't
subtle.
get much maple.
I don't either. It's a very sweet bourbon with just the right amount of heat. If you haven't tried it, we would highly recommend it.
I don't know where you can get it. That's the problem, because that was a store pick from Noble, and that might have been the last bottle in Noblesville, and we know South does not have it. So I don't know if they have any more, or if maybe just the distillery has some.
Down to the
I don't
distillery.
know.
I've got a neat distillery.
We're gonna have to start stacking because we're.
Sure, yeah.
All right, so I forgot about this bottle.
Uh-oh. What is it?
Penelope Estate Collection.
Oh.
It's a 9-year private select, 101.2.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
I found this in my travels. I don't even know where I found that, but I was like, I think I passed on it once, and then I've heard some things, people saying the estate's really, really good. So I was like, I can't pass that up.
I wonder what makes
So,
it. Is that just
and of course, we've already done our Penelope video. Like I said, I totally forgot about that.
Well,
So
you have another. What's
we
your one?
might have to do another Penelope video.
Yeah.
Where's the other bottle?
Do the other Penelope.
I'm getting there. I'm just waiting. I don't remember what bottle okay. All right. So I'm at a liquor store in Illinois, and I'm looking around, and I'm not seeing anything that I can't live without. And a delivery guy comes in. He's got a case of Penelope and something on top of it. And that's all that's on his dolly. And then in his hand, he's carrying another bottle of Penelope. And I see the teal label.
Oh.
So I'm like, that's either the Havana or the Rio.
Mm-hmm.
And he's carrying it in, just single bottle. And I'm like, oh boy. I get all excited. So I just keep wandering around, and the guy comes in. He's like, are you looking for anything special? And I was like, well, I am looking for a Penelope Rio or Havana. My wife is really, really liking that Rio, and I'd like to surprise her with a bottle. He's like, yeah, no, we haven't seen it yet. And the delivery guy's like, you got something. And the guy behind the counter just gives him this dead eye, like, I'm going to murder you right now if you keep talking. And he stops talking. He's like, but I mean, we have a list if you want to put your name on the list. And I'm like, okay. So I'm like, well, I'll play this game, okay? Starlight VDN. It's pretty good. So I play this game. He's like, we did get the Penelope weeded in. I was like, oh, cool. Awesome. Yeah, I'll take that. And I'm looking around, and I see a barrel Amberana.
Ooh.
And I'm like, well, Kyle likes Amberana. I wonder how Barrel's Amberana is.
Yeah.
So I picked that up. And I put those on the counter, and I'm just kind of looking around, just waiting.
Hoping that he sells you the Rio.
Hoping that he's like,
or
well,
Havana.
you know, you buying something, more, this stuff, so maybe, you know, nothing. And I was like, oh. And I couldn't turn back and be like, well, never mind, I don't want these bottles.
Now, we tried this, we did last weekend. It was pretty decent.
It wasn't bad.
Yeah.
So.
And then if we've got the barrel Amberana, we've got a little tiny sample of a Penelope finished, and then this Starlight.
You're drinking Nulu.
Oh, sorry, Nulu.
Amberana.
This is actually really good.
I had it. It gave me a headache.
I think we've got to. Well, thanks. Okay, talk to me in an hour and see how I feel. We've got another potential little lineup there. Maybe like a
Amberana?
3 face-off or something.
Well, because we might have some other Amberana stuff. So.
Oh, okay, so tight.
I don't think in this haul, but we might have some Amberana stuff.
It is March 2nd.
What?
You have already bought bottles for March?
No, I've not. No, I'm saying, like, I think there's a Starlight. I think the Starlight cigar batch is finished in an Amberana.
I'm not gonna tell you try it. I don't know about putting
and rum. Amberana and rum.
Okay.
Maybe. I'll have to look at it. So.
Okay.
All right, sorry. I'll go on. I stopped in. I didn't really want anything, and the guy had me try it, and I was like, oh. So I picked up this store pick from Superior, Starlight bourbon whiskey finished in rum barrels, and it was really tasty.
Really?
Very tasty. So, and I know we've done a rum finish before,
Yeah,
I'm
but we've got a
curious.
bunch of starlights. Why not
Yeah,
starlights?
yeah. I was thinking about doing a starlight. I don't know how that's going to go because I think we're reaching that double digit now in the starlight.
Well, we're gonna have to split it.
I think we're gonna have to do it all in one.
No, I don't know.
Another 10 spot maybe.
No, my gosh. By the time you get through like 5, they all start running together.
While I was there, I wasn't gonna pick that up, but I saw this and I thought people have said stuff about this,
I've heard about this actually.
and I was very curious. This is Whiskey
Blue
Acres
Corn.
Blue Corn. I want to try it. It sounded very interesting, so
Are they the only ones making a blue corn?
I think there might be some other blue corn.
There's
I
gotta
don't
be because I
remember.
don't recognize the Whiskey Acres name,
Yeah.
but I remember listening. I think it honestly was a Bruzel when he was talking about the blue corn.
Someone said it, and I cannot remember, but I heard blue corn, and that's the only thing that stuck to me. So
Interesting.
if you've had a
Ooh,
blue
yeah.
corn that's really good, let me know. I'm interested. So
I think if the tasting notes are any indication, this is going to be really sweet.
cool.
Okay.
That was Superior. Oh, pick this bad boy up. I got Jameson. I'm a sucker for Jameson. Their new release. It's a triple distilled, triple cast.
Interesting.
Triple. That's
So
why.
what's the 3 casks?
Bourbon, sherry,
Sherry
and
and
chestnut cast.
Hmm.
Irish whiskey.
Hmm.
It's still only 80 proof, but I'm a sucker for Jameson. We have like almost all of them. So if you want to see a Jameson video, leave us a comment.
I'll line up.
I love Jameson. So even though it's low proof, there's that. Pretty excited about that. I've been wanting to buy it, and it's gone up. It was a low price, and then I saw it go up, and then I was able to still get that at a low price. So pretty excited.
We're halfway through. What is this?
I don't think she's too happy about this one. Makers Private Cast. This is from my friends over at Red Barrel. Alex was telling me about it. He told me what it sounded like, or he told me what it tasted like, and it just sounded really good. It's Red Barrel's liquor store's mom's birthday barrel. So
Oh yeah.
I'm excited. I want to try it, or did I try it? I might have tried it. I don't remember. But Alex, he made it sound really good, so I had to buy it.
Fruit and chocolate. So yeah. Look at the color of that. It's a really
Yeah.
nice color.
It's dark. Oh shoot! I got this the same day I got the birthday bourbon. Another bottle of
Eagle Rare.
Eagle Rare. You can't go
Wow.
wrong.
Yeah.
So I got that.
Is this getting easier to find? The Eagle
Not
Rare?
really. So that's why I like when I see it, I pick it up.
Right.
As long as it's reasonable,
Reasonably priced, yeah.
I usually
Yeah.
pick it up. So
I mean, it's good. It's super good.
yeah. Oh.
We use the Eagle Rare for a lot of charity donations. 'Cause
Yeah.
It's so hard to find, but Elijah Craig.
Elijah Craig, A125 barrel proofs. This year's. What? She's not a fan. I thought you
I
liked these.
like Elijah Craig, but I don't know. If it's this year's release, I'll give it a go. But
Well, so what I want to do is because our friend Dustin was able to get me the A125 of the Larceny.
okay.
So and that he picked that up. I'm gonna say it's part of the February haul, even though I don't physically have it with
You
me.
paid for it.
Yes. Well, sure. I took it off his tab.
Running
So
tabs for liquor. I love it. Okay,
yeah,
so we line
so
it up
we're gonna do the A batches, and honestly, unless it's like an old year
Mhm.
for B or C,
Yeah.
we probably won't buy.
Gotcha.
But so there's that. Okay, we're getting there. We're almost there. We're almost there. Unicorn number 2.
What's in the back?
Unicorn number 2.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I thought I
My-
saw you pull that out. What?
My friends over at 7th and 70,
Mm,
they take really good care of me.
yeah, they
I
do.
got this year's release
11 year.
of Old Fitz, bottled and bond, 11 year. Well, I don't know if it's this year's. It says fall of 2024. So, but
Okay.
I got it this year, so
That's exciting.
pretty excited. I wasn't gonna do it just because we have a couple of those bottles, but it's just so it's hard to say no to something like that. So
That bottle is so cool.
just a real, it might be one of my favorite bottles.
I agree.
Just such a cool looking bottle. So, what are your thoughts on Old Fitz decanter? Still waiting to try to find a VVS like a 13 or a 16 or a 19. Those are supposed to be just amazing.
Really?
So, yeah. So we talked about this. I got these 3 bottles on the discount shelf. And I already talked about this. This was on the hot take. If you didn't check it out up there, I got these at Meijer. They were clearanced. Their clearance section is pretty much gone now, at least at our local Meijer. They still might have some, but so we've already talked about it. But I'll tell you real quick. A Breckenridge store pick Madeira cast. So I thought maybe you might be interested in that.
What did you pay for this? I'm curious.
That was like $12.
$12. I'm not gonna knock it till I try it. It's a great price.
Hard Truth Peanut Brittle Bourbon Cream.
It's gonna be that's like dessert in glass right there, just over some ice.
I believe that was
Excited to try
I
it.
believe that was $8.
The label's really cool.
Yeah. And then we got another Jameson. I almost finished this bottle already,
Okay.
so
you're just replacing one.
this is going to be a replacement. It was $38.99. It was marked down to $19.97, and then I paid $8 for it. $7.99. So
stout edition.
the stout edition.
Oh, it's finished in a craft beer barrel.
Yeah.
But that's really good.
And it's funny that label's different from the label because it's over in the corner.
Yeah, well, I'm sure
It's a
that
little
they
darker.
change the labels every now and then.
We're gonna leave the last unicorn to the very, very end.
Okay.
So I went down. Oh shoot, and I apologize. We had a viewer tell me about the double from High Bank, and I apologize. I don't remember his name.
But you found it.
I apologize. I might leave it in the comments. He told me to check Party Source that they had it, so I drove down to Party Source about a week ago, 2 weeks ago, something like that. And I get there, and they had a Pursuit Double Oak, which I wasn't gonna buy, but Kaya said,
Please.
buy.
That's so good.
So I was like, "Are you sure?" And she's like, "Yes,
I did.
I'm giving you
This is
permission to buy that."
it.
And then we got there. We'll take those off, I guess. They're double, high bank, double. It's 100
Whiskey War?
Whiskey Wars, 113 proof. It's a beautiful looking color.
That is a nice color.
So
A cool bottle too.
it's a really neat bottle. I'm very curious. Maybe we should do a.
This is a store pick.
Is it a store pick? Huh? It is a store pick. What do you know? Maybe we should do a double blind.
Oh, that'd be fun.
With the two
Yeah.
Woodfords and
I mean,
that.
I would like to try that before the blind, just to try it. But I am totally up for a blind.
Well, do you wanna open it?
Right now?
Yeah.
I'm not. This is so heavily. I can't believe I'm saying no. I've got so much of that on my palate that I'm not sure I'm going to be able to enjoy that to its fullest. But I'm really excited to try it.
Okay. And then I found another store pick of High Bank, and I'll tell you what, this is what sold me was
The lid, the topper.
the topper.
It's
two
two guns, if you can see it.
revolvers. It's just super cool. Barrel Select, and it's some words that I cannot pronounce,
Okay.
but then it's something sherry barrels. So I had to buy it for Kai, and it came in a fancy velvet bag.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
I can't. 112.
So High Banks, Columbus, Ohio.
Yep, Ohio.
Hmm.
I'll leave the
You know what?
velvet bag there.
Let's do this. Let's try this one. I'm gonna change my mind.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Here,
I'm
you get the
excited.
glasses over there, and I'll open this
Oh,
bad boy. How
perfect.
about
Because I
that?
can never find. There's a crease there.
This is the,
Even if I say I can't get all the tasting notes out of it, just gives me an excuse to try it again another day.
I'm not gonna lie to you. This is one of those ones. Even with the unicorns that I bought, this is the one that I was like, I really want to try this.
Yeah. I mean, guys, we love the comments, so feel free to
please, like I told you guys, if there's something out there, I might be able to buy it. I mean, I don't really need an excuse to go buy bourbon.
No.
But this one was super exciting to try to find.
He was excited. He had talked to me about it right when he got home. Just just really excited to try something new. So there's so many bourbons out there.
A craft distillery and
try all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, we really like the idea behind a craft distillery. All right. Thank you, viewer.
Man, I wish I could remember his name.
Man, that's got a nice nose. Cheers. That's really smooth. Oh, that's nice.
That tastes like it's finished.
It sure does. I'm picking up some caramel notes out of that. This is super good.
That tastes like it's finished in something.
But it's got a little bit of that kind of oaky grab too, so it kind of tames it down a bit. But this is really nice. Now the special toppers for this, with the double revolvers, is that just for some of their special releases?
I have no idea.
I don't know. Distillery.
I don't know enough about it. I think 2 people actually commented about High Banks and said the restaurant's really good. And then one of my coworkers.
There's a restaurant?
They have a restaurant at their distillery. And then they have 2. Actually, they have, I believe, 2 places. And they have pretty nice restaurants apparently. And then one of my coworkers, Greg, was telling me they went out there and tried it and said it was amazing. And he said their cigar batch is amazing as well.
Really?
And I was gonna pick it up, and I was like, I got 3 bottles, and I should probably.
You reined it in.
I probably should not. I purposely went into Party Source and did not grab a buggy, a cart to carry all this. So I was like, I'm carrying 3 bottles already. If I try to grab a 4th, I'm dropping something. So, and it was a struggle because they had a store pick of Russell's that was bottled on my birthday.
I can't believe you passed this up.
I'm like staring at it, and I'm staring at it, and I'm burning a hole in it. Like, I want it, but I didn't buy it. I was like, I've got 2 bottles now of something with my birthday.
Release, yeah.
If it said it was if it was said it was from like Camp Nelson, I would have bought it.
Right.
But I don't even know if they have Russell's in Camp Nelson area. So, last bottle. This I couldn't believe. I could not believe.
Yeah.
The raffle at A&G Liquor down in Terre Haute. I bought a couple bottles, I think in January it was, to be able to get into this raffle. And I was shocked. I was there when they were filming it. Didn't know they were filming it for Facebook Live. And I'm sitting there talking with them, just chatting after they get done filming and everything. And I leave, and I'm gone no more than 2 minutes. And I get a phone call, and one of the girls was like, "Hey, your ticket was drawn. You were 3rd or 6th, one of those."
Wow.
I can't. It was in the top 10. I was drawn in the top 10. And she's like, "So what do you want?" And I'm like,
"What's there?
What do you have?"
Yeah.
And then I'm like, oh my God. And I'm like on the spot, and she's listing stuff off, and I'm like, "Can I call you?" She's like, "No, we got to keep this going." I was like, "Oh." So.
Did you turn around and go back?
Well, no. I just told her what I thought I wanted.
Okay.
I did pass. All right. Truth time. I did pass on a Pappy Rye. Yeah. That one was, that kind of stung a little bit. And I passed on a George T. Stack. And a Russell's 15. Just like.
Oh, this bottle must be really amazing.
I don't know.
What is in the bag?
Okay. We got a WL Weller.
What? Okay. All right. Wow.
I had to stick with VTech just because. Now, if they had a 17, if they had a Eagle Rare 17, I would have grabbed that. But,
right.
That was the last thing of the B10. Well, they might have had the handy, but we have a handy. And then we had the George C. Stagg. So I was like, let's go with
Interesting.
something we don't have.
Okay.
So
We have tried William LaRue Weller before. Is this the same as what we've tried?
I think it is.
We liked it. Are we ever going to open this one?
Not today. Yes, we will.
Wow, that's
We will.
exciting.
Now, I mean, so it was a little more than retail, but I mean, it was still within my thoughts of, yeah, I can do that.
Reasonable. Wow, I just don't need to know.
So,
Okay.
but yeah, that's oh my gosh,
Wow.
February. I'm scared to even count them.
19 plus your little ones.
No, you can't count the little ones.
Then 19. 20. Counting the one that.
Oh yeah.
20. Gosh, you were doing so good. 20. It's like twice over your lot. Like 10 is normally like a good number to stick with. Okay. I'm not gonna be too upset. A lot of this is awesome.
Yeah, I mean, do you say no to W.L. Weller?
No.
Do you
of
say
course
no
not.
to a Old Fitz?
I mean, do you really want me to go through the bottles and say which ones I would not have purchased? Because we can play that game.
No, I don't want you to do
I mean,
that.
I could probably get it down to 10 pretty quick. Awesome.
So here's the thing. My thinking on like the Starlight is back to the Maple Brulee. Is I didn't buy it there, and I'm like, I really want Kaya to try this before I buy it, and then we couldn't find it.
Find it, yeah.
So I was like, I thought that was really, really good.
No, I get it.
So,
I do.
Yes, I already know. It's bad. It's very bad, but I am hoping March is.
It better be. I think you need to be keeping like a running list of like
I'm hoping March
what
is going
I
to be better.
purchased in March.
I haven't bought anything yet in March.
We're only 2 days in.
I
Only
was-
because we had plans all day yesterday.
We one day in February, and
I know, but that's anyways.
So, how did I do? What did you think? I wore my special Bourbon Hunter shirt today just for this because I'm always hunting for that bourbon.
You did good, babe.
Yeah. I just okay. Hey, thanks.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for hanging out with us, and let us know. Leave some comments.
You purchased way too much. It's
Sip
all good.
Don't ever say that. Sip responsible.
Bye-bye. This is amazing.
Oh man, you know how hard that was not to tell you when I got it.